Alright guys, we got a little meal here, just some salmon and potatoes, still got a coffee, put a little whey protein shake. That's really it. That's all I can really get together because we gotta move right now. We gotta go to work. So this is all we eating for today. And yeah, we thank the Lord for this meal and this day and everything that He's given us. Thank you for this food. Thank you for the salmon. I appreciate you, Lord God. And we love you and we thank you for this day. Amen. Okay, so no one's done inventory, so I've got to do inventory. If you guys don't know what that means, you just got. This is what I do: go over your inventory, like stuff that you have, see what you need prepped. Today's Wednesday, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I don't know how much of work I'm gonna film today. It might be a short thing, or I might just make a compilation because we did the gym. I think that's gonna be the bulk of our stuff. Wow, that's long. That's great. Yeah, I'm gonna bang this out real quick. Alright, good morning guys. Welcome to another little vlog thingy. Welcome to the little vlog. It's another beautiful day in God's beautiful world. Happy, thankful. Thank you, Jesus. And today we're gonna do something a little different. It's gonna be like a little short one, but today we're gonna go to the grocery store and we're gonna get like more things than we usually get. We're not gonna do our weekly shopping, but I did want to show you guys what I get in between, like the necessities that when I run out of, I do get, things like that. So it's like, I think we're gonna get like 10 items today and everything. We're gonna go to Fry's because I like Fry's. Like I said, I usually shop on my bulk on the start of the month and everything, but there are some things that I'm out of that I do need to go get because we have food at the house, but not a whole lot, and there are some essentials that I would like to have there. So we're gonna go to the grocery store. We're gonna get in it. I'm gonna show you guys what I try and buy and what I try and stay away from. And yeah, so let's go. Get in it. We here. Look at the plants. First thing I know we need is some bananas. We need some bananas for the carbs. The carbs in the recovery. What else? We need oranges. We need oranges to marinate some chicken in. Right here. Bam. Oranges. Potatoes. You see all these oils? All these oils? Bad for you. Don't eat them. Except for avocado oil. Avocado oil is acceptable. Like I said, I only have tallow and avocado oil. Moving on. Looking for some meat. Now there's a lot of good options. Honestly, any ground bison, lamb, or beef is good. If you are trying to stay lean, you want to get something that's leaner, like this right here. 91% lean, so we don't get as much fat. Honestly, I've just been having that because I like it. And I think we're gonna get the ground lamb too. You can get other steaks and everything. Like, you can get steaks and everything if you're on a budget. I care about where my meat comes from, so I try not to. Usually I just be getting these top sort ones. Didn't really need to get a lot of meat today because I ordered that butcher box from the other day. So most of our meat and every protein is gonna come from that. Honestly, at the store, I usually just come and get New Yorks and like fillets, and that's kind of it. I wanted to get peanut butter because I can have peanut butter right now. And honestly, all peanut butter is bad, guys. Like, it's all pretty much bad. Jif, that's like you're eating sugar. like to no seed oils, no additive sugars. This one literally has roasted peanuts, palm oil, cane sugar, sea salt. Like it's okay, but like palm oil, it's a seed oil. You don't want that. There's a brand here that I like that literally just has peanuts, roasted peanuts, but I don't know if they have it anymore, unfortunately. But this one might be it. This one right here, but people are gonna get creamy because they don't have the other one that I like actually. But I know this one is good. My mom uses this one too. I've seen her, but this literally just has peanuts in it. That's it. If it has additives, like you don't want it. If you can't read what it says on the label, don't get it, guys. Like if there's something in there that you don't know what it is, don't get it. It just makes sense, Every once in a while you can have something, but every single time you go to the grocery store, like why would you do that to your body, All this, bad. Nutella, bad. We can talk about bread. All this bread, bad for you. It all has additives. Like, you're not gonna find healthy bread at Fry's, to be honest. Like maybe Dave's bread. Like maybe Dave's bread is probably one of the better things that you can get, but even that will still have additives. Because understand that the shelf life, like food needs to have a shelf life, and how do you extend the shelf life? By adding stuff to it, adding artificial things, so that way it stays there and they can sell it and they can make profit. Simple as that. That's why farmers markets only last certain days, because the food is going to go bad. They have to sell what they have to sell, and whatever they can't sell, they use. So that's how it works. Honestly, I'm still researching yogurts. It's hard to find a certain selection. I'm gonna get this one, and I'll use it for my bowls. But I think Whole Foods has a better selection, but we're not going into that today. But all these yogurts are basically garbage, like literally garbage, just filled with the wrong kind of dairy, with the wrong kind of sugars. All this bad. I mean, like it's pretty obvious. Like you guys know what's bad. You just won't face the facts and you won't try and get it. Butter. I don't use butter. I don't need it. Milk. All this milk here is bad. But if you're gonna get any kind of milk, I would get this milk. Eggs. Oh. They don't have the eggs that I like. No way. I mean, I could go get Safeway, because I like this brand, and all eggs can also come from the same place, guys. So you have to know what you're getting. But this is a good brand. There's a number in the back. I wish you could point to it. It's that. And where the barcode is, there's a number, and you can Google that number, and it'll take you to where the farms are. But these come from good ones. But I get this brand, but I get the organic version of that brand. I think I've shown you guys before, but I like getting these. These are basically just healthier versions of Reese's, and they're really good, and they taste really good. Like it tastes like real chocolate and stuff like that. All this, like I used to have Capri Suns all the time. I used to get these things. I used to get juices. I used to have soda and everything. And now that I don't have it in my body, in my life, like I just feel way better. I drink coconut water. I drink healthier electrolytes. I drink sparkling water. If you guys are gonna get juices, I recommend that it being something like this. No sugar added, 100% juice. Those are good. I like them. But I'm not currently drinking juice right now. I used to have Powerades all the time, Gatorades all the time. Now I don't. These electrolytes are horrible for you. Horrible. Literally, just get coconut water, guys. Those coconut waters are fire. These roars, pretty good too, honestly. Like the Georgia peach and the mango one, really good. Definitely way better for you than other stuff. What's this? Pineapple flavored. Wow. Honestly, we're gonna get one. Wait, let me see. We'll try one. Interesting. I'm throwing a lot at you guys, but spices, we can talk about spices. All of these spices, all these name brand spices, stay away from. It's not good. Like literally, spices can actually have additives and bad stuff in it. Preferably, there's a few brands. I like this brand. I usually get those through there. I also get them like online. But yeah, spices are made out of foods and herbs and everything, and those foods and herbs can be not good. They can be like not organic. They can have pesticides. They can have additives. They can have coloring. They'll make turmeric and they'll add coloring and everything. They'll have paprika and they'll add dyes from bugs and stuff like that. Private Selection isn't that bad of a brand, but again, I prefer Simply Truth when it comes to like a lot of stuff. They've just seemed to have been like a better proven brand, but a lot of stuff you gotta find like online, unfortunately. You guys don't need all these seed oils. You don't need olive oil. You shouldn't even be cooking with olive oil. It's not meant to be cooked with. I just want to preface that, you know, if you're gonna get avocado oil, good stuff right here. This one's pretty decent and everything. This coconut oil, liquid coconut oil, isn't bad. Ghee, guys, really good. In fact, I think we're gonna get some ghee. We're gonna try this brand. Granted, like I have tallow. I gotta make some tallow today, but it's good to have the ghee too. I think that's it, and I'm gonna break a lot of hearts right now. All this almond milk, oat milk stuff and everything, some of the worst things that you can have for you, especially for men. It lowers your testosterone, all this stuff. Stay away from. Just drink A2 milk or whole milk or whole lactose-free milk if you're lactose intolerant, and just get that, because all that other stuff is horrible for you. I mean, horrible. Alrighty, I think that's it. Let's get out of here. Let's check out. Yeah, we out of here. Did good. We got a couple of extra things, but we stayed under budget. Sorry, pause my podcast in my ear. I was like, hear myself think. We stayed under budget. We spent like $90. I was trying to stay at 100, under 100. So that's great, guys. That's great. And I know, like, you guys are like, that's a lot for what you just got. And I was like, yeah, you're kind of right and everything. It's not like I don't usually do. I do shopping on Wednesdays so I can get a discount. But that's the first Wednesday of the month here. And yeah, we got some extra stuff, but like I usually get like a lot more on my bulk days. You guys will see on the days that I'll go and everything, and I'll have more food information. And if you guys have food questions and you guys want to go in depth about that, let me know, because I'm happy to answer that, because that's one thing I am well versed in the food of the world, and like what happens to our food and things like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Vern? And look, hey, I understand, guys, that we're all poor, and not all of us can eat expensively or like eat really healthy or eat like this and everything. When I'm making that much, like I don't make that much money. Like I'm middle class and everything. To be honest, like I had to get a second job because I wasn't making enough money. It feels, but we'll never feel like we make enough money. But overall, I understand it can be a struggle, and I think there's some things that you can compromise and some things that you shouldn't compromise. For me, one of the big ones is all my protein. I don't compromise. I try and get organic. I try and get grass-fed. No nothing. I try to make sure it is as good and pure as I can. You know, whether it's eggs, chicken, meat, fish, things like that, because that's the bulk of what we need to eat to survive, in my opinion. And, you know, if you're vegan or vegetarian, like, it could be like the opposite. Maybe like the vegetables you need organic or something like that. But I want to talk about the vegetarians. I only talk about like what I am doing and like how I eat, because I eat protein and I eat carbs, and then I'll get my sugars from like fruits and things like that. I feel like I need to put so much pressure on your health, because God only gives you one body, guys. God only gives you one body, and the whole thing is like, treat it like a temple, treat it like a temple. It's true. Like, I used to not be able to walk well, guys. I used to not be able to exercise. I used to be just like a couch potato. And it's because of the stuff I was eating. It was because I was eating BS, and the people around me, the person I was with, like, didn't help me as much eat healthy. And it's like, we were eating Taco Bell, we were eating stuff like that, you know. And as great as that stuff is, in moderation, you don't need to have it every night, every day, because, you know, you'll spend $30 on Taco Bell on one day, when that $30 that you spent at the grocery store can actually go like 2-3 days if you know how to portion and you know actually what you're eating. And it can be like a lot of work, but once you have it down, it's not. And I love cooking at home. I love prepping everything. I love doing it on if you have a day off, you can do it on your day off. Maybe it'll take a couple hours, but that's something for you to do. That's something that will make you happier. It's gonna give you a little more serotonin in your day, and trust me, it will, because it does for me, because I always feel better when I get to do it. I love prepping at home way more than I love prepping at work. So overall, I think the things that you can't compromise on are the stuff like the meats and everything, and the protein. I think fruits as well. I try and get fruits that are organic, no pesticides, but some can still have it. Trust me, organic foods can still have pesticides. So that's why it's important to wash stuff correctly, right? And I'll show you guys how to wash things if you want. But I try and get fruit. Vegetables, I don't think you can, like, it's not that bad if you compromise on it, you know? Like, I'll get potatoes and they're not organic. I'll get onions and they're not organic. And the reason why is because it depends on how the fruit or vegetable grows. It depends on what actually gets on it, and things get on it, and what can grow on it, on the outerness of it. Like raspberries, you're gonna eat the whole raspberries. Potato, you can take the skin of the potato off and just have it. That doesn't mean that it won't penetrate the potato, the pesticides won't penetrate it, but other things are less likely to, you know. I never thought it was a big deal, because everything in the food world, our food system is compromised. So if you guys can do your best to try and stay healthy and stay away from stuff, by all means and everything. I think some stuff is worth paying for, some stuff isn't. You know what I'm saying? And I do treat myself. I do get those things here and there that I like, but it's not part of my diet. You know, they're treats and everything. And I don't sit and snack all the time. I have meals. And overall, it just makes me feel better about myself. And like, if you guys really need to, you can get non-organic meats. You can get corn-fed meats. You can survive on that. I wouldn't suggest doing it like all the time. I was like, if you're short on cash and everything, you can get stuff that's not as good. As long as, honestly, you guys can take the first step in your health and just cook at home. Because honestly, if you eliminate eating out, whether it's fast food or even restaurants, to be honest, because I know the restaurant food, like, it's not all as cracked up as it is to be. But if you can eliminate that on honestly completely from your diet, like maybe like once a month you go out to eat, or once a month you go and get fast food, like you're gonna see changes completely in your health and in your mood and in your body, 100%. Even if you're just cooking food at home and it's like not grass-fed, not organic, not this and that, not green and everything. I think a lot of people have a misunderstanding of people, the frou-frou people that, you know, like go to Whole Foods and everything and eat certain stuff. Like, it's not about all the frou-frou stuff and how you're eating, you know, like eating all that organic stuff and everything, and I got this organic, I only have this organic. It's not about that. It's about, honestly, really just being at home and cooking at home. Because I think once you do that, you'll be good. Because then you'll be like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try this organic steak and everything, and you're like, wow, this tastes better, or this is better to me than the corn-fed, non-organic, USDA steak, the $5 steak versus the $10 steak kind of situation. You're like, I like this better, and it's something that you're down with eating. Because I used to be like that. And I know this is going on like a long kind of rant and everything, but it's explanation. I want you guys to know where I'm coming from. When I first moved and everything, and I was out on my own, and I was trying to eat on my own, and I was cooking on my own, I was getting whatever was cheapest and everything, but I was at least started cooking at home, and I was somewhat healthy. And that slowly just built in time and everything. I was getting whatever meat looked good and looked good enough and everything. But I didn't understand that a lot of this stuff gets processed a certain way, because everything in a grocery store is processed in some kind of way, usually. But over time, it built right, and now like I understand food a lot more than I did, and I'm glad I did, because I feel really good when I do buy things. And I don't spend a lot of money on a whole lot of things in my life in general for the most part. I think I'm kind of fibbing there, because there's stuff like cars and my car and the music and clothes, because I like clothes. I think I need to stop buying so much clothes, but it's mainly right now it's because I'm getting so much bigger, so my old clothes isn't fitting. But regardless, the one thing that I've understood that I'm okay with spending money on is food, because without my health, I'm like, I can't do anything. If I can't walk, I can't do anything. If I can't breathe, I can't do anything. If I get sick, I can't do anything. That's why I try and get all this healthy food, and I stay as healthy as possible. And someone who's not doing this could still outlive longer than me, but I'm never worried about someone else and what they're doing and comparing, and I get upset with that, because some people will get upset. I'm so healthy, I'm so this, I'm so that. Or they're talking about someone that they were so healthy, you know, they were so this, they worked out all the time, but they still died because of heart disease or something like that. They still died, and Billy Bob is over here stuffing his face with McDonald's, and he's 85 years old, you know, things like that. I don't think it's something to get worked up over, you know. I think you just need to be concerned about your lifespan and what you're doing, and just, again, have faith in God and have faith in the food that He gives you, because it's there. Like, it's all there. He gave us fruits and vegetables and meat and all this stuff that is available to us. He did not give us McDonald's. He did not give us Taco Bell. He did not give us all these preservatives, candies, and things. We made that. Everything that man has made in the food world is like bad, has been bad. Let's be honest. But everything that God has made, all the food that God has made, has been great and good, and it's good for you. And not all food you should have all the time. Again, obviously in moderation. If you have too many carrots, it's going to be bad for you. If you have too much meat, it's going to be bad for you. You find the moderation. You find what works for your body. And that is something that I am very passionate about, and something that I want to help people understand and do, you know? So, but that's the end of this rant. We should probably go inside. I think I'm going to show you guys how to prep. I don't know how long this video is going to run. It's going to be a short video, but like, I don't know now.